So, why do we love to perceive stories in this wonderful way? By listening to the essence of lines. If we are talking about text and musical compositions, that's about what is told and how it is told. The first thing is what is told. Through centuries of wars, manipulations, struggling for life, and extinguishing rays of happiness, of course, not every day in medieval ancient times would be like this, so we can dilute it with peace, dreams, pleasure received from eternally beautiful things. In world like this, with darkness, with light, and with many kinds of tranquility senses, the art of speaking about your feelings, your dreams, and your fantasy creations is just essential. Either we're trying to escape from reality or we want to capture beauty of particular moment, we can imagine better place for living where absolutely everything will resemble our preferences. For example, peasants are not interested in killing royal family anymore, or cyclists rapidly disappeared from the traffic area, or it might be all about quite real and beautiful day when you met that lady with lovely smile and those unforgettable eyes. To express every story which is that thing we called what is told, God gave us range of instruments. Speaking in form of singing is unique instrument due to universal spirit of the song. You can fill your lines with an admiration of single flower, or you can tell the rabble about unfairly high prices on market caused by the biggest merchant syndicate. So yeah, it's wonderful and it's one of the reasons why the lyrics can be so powerful. Context versatility. On the other hand, under the condition of historical matching, like while comparing on the global timeline, some other formats of art would also be able to include a variety of written or spoken narrations, like books, scrolls, or even speeches of wise men lost in the former ages. Though it does not mean that the power of lyrics should lose to them in any possible way, and don't forget that the context versatility is just the first thing. The second reason of power of lyrics is how it's told. Singing is an art where you can not only speak about your feelings but also whisper or, for example, scream. It's possible to create an atmosphere from shy romantic story about princess and poor villager, horrors of the ancient forest, or elf skin calling its leaks for a war just by using different vocal techniques. And apart from technical properties, partially returning to words, the text can be written and spelled in plenty of ways. Sometimes you should choose to wail your direct word. You have to tell your thoughts using analogies and metaphors. And what I love the most about art in general, and especially about music and musical genres such as rock, some kinds of pop, classics, and bard song, is that if you wail everything right, your real audience will completely understand you. Sometimes it's too dangerous to criticize your kids directly, but you still have ability to do that in another way. Or it's not always about masking, it might be a cool decision in case you have to tell your audience about complicated philosophical discoveries, maybe using political and social environment of elves and phones, or it just can be your artistic choice without metaphysics or willing to begin a revolution. So the reasons of this enormous power of lyrics are the context versatility and the variety of presentation forms. Frankly, I think this video did not tell you a lot of new things. Some of them were extremely obvious, but firstly, I have to study how to work in this format where you can see my face and I have to speak. Secondly, I think in modern world it's important to remind yourself sometimes about things that do really matter and have quite real, wonderful, and eternal power.